Greetings, family, and welcome to another Sankofa Community Church broadcast. Sankofa means reaching back to get the best of our past, to be our best selves now and in the future. We are because of you, and because of you, we are Sankofa Community Church. Sankofa is an Africanized, Ma'at-based spiritual service center open to all. Sankofa is guided by the 7 Ma'at principles: truth, justice, harmony, balance, order, reciprocity, and righteousness. At Sankofa, we worship God by serving people, and we love God by loving people. Please share this broadcast with your friends and family because you will be blessed. And remember, at Sankofa, we're not trying to tell you what to think. We are trying to get you to think. So let's reach black. Black, I said. Let's reach black and get it, family.
Hey, and greetings once again to another Sankofa Community Church broadcast. It is my plump, pleasing pleasure to be with you one more again, my precious friend. I got a word for you. I have something I feel on the inside that I want to communicate to you on the outside. Let's just take a moment, a pause for the cause of recognizing our breath as we breathe, so we think. Your breathing and your thinking are connected. When you want to slow your thinking down, breathe yourself down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yourself down. Okay? From there, you make clearer, better decisions that are not all over the place. Breathing intentionally gives you clarity. Whenever you take all of a sudden you notice things that you weren't really paying attention to before. So let's breathe and then let it out. Always let the exhale be longer than the inhale. That's how you breathe it down. Breathe it in from the belly. Hold it. Now loosen up all tension. Untension yourself. One more. That feels good. And I knew it would. Today I want to talk for just a few moments about faith requiring a game plan. How to walk by your third eye vision. How to faith it in order to make it. Faith requires a game plan, a working game plan. Faith without works is a dead faith that has no life, that can bring no life. It takes life to bring life. It takes a live faith to get a live result. So, how to walk by faith. Your faith is your ability to see it before you'll see it, so you can see it. Your faith takes place in your imagination. It takes place when you close your 2 eyes. Your third eye, you recognize is open, and you see with the vision, you see with the imagination, and you can go wherever you want to go with the third eye. You can go into the future, you can go into the past, you can go wherever you want to go when you close your eyes and use the power of our third eye, which is really imagination. So faith without a working game plan equals death. That's number one. All right. Number 2, your third eye vision. There is no blind faith when we walk by the third eye. In fact, you have to close the 2 eyes. You have to shut out what you're seeing in order to focus on what you are visioning into being. And you will see it. See, when you see it in the imagination, you will see it in reality. If you can hold it in your head, you will hold it in your hand. Everything began as an idea in imagination When God said, let there be light, where was light before it existed? It was in the imagination of God. It takes darkness to prompt the imagination. So when you encounter what we think of as negative, we look back on it and realize that became a catalyst, that became a spark that brought something out of me that we didn't even know was in us until that atom got cracked. We don't know how strong we are until strong is all we can be, and all of a sudden we become that which we didn't even know we were already. Glory. That's why when you can I am it by faith instead of by sight, when you can I am it based on what you see in your imagination, regardless as to what may be appearing in your reality. And that does take courage. So there is no blind faith when we walk by the third eye. Our third eye opens when our two eyes are closed or blocked. When they block you, you turn on your imagination of light and you see stuff. When you are in your bed and all the lights are out, you know your place so well that you got your imagination vision, night vision, and you walk to wherever you need to go in your house because you already know. You can imagine what's in your house already. You know what to walk around, unless you just sort of, not paying attention, but you have an imagination guidance system. You have a GPS, imagination guidance system. So there is no blind faith when you walk by and realize the power of your imagination, because whatever you give attention to, you give power to. Where attention goes, energy flows. That's why it's so important to tell Satan to get behind you. Tell what you don't want to get behind you and focus on the prize. Because when you can focus on the prize, you give your energy to the prize and the prize becomes produced. When you focus on the problem gets energized and the problem gets larger. Whatever you concentrate on gets stronger. All right. Your desired outcomes of singing Jeffrey Osborne. Concentrate on me and ignore. Keep your eyes on your Jesus, on your power source, on your imagination of things hoped for, and block out the thunder and the lightning that might be happening right now. That takes courage to stay focused when everything around you is going haywire. You staying locked in. All right. And that takes focus. It takes strength. And that's over a period of time. All right. That has to be developed. All right. And so faith equals a spiritual value system, or what we call a worldview. Now, Dr. Moss, what's a worldview? It's just a fancy way of saying your value system. Because you tend to pick out, when you look out, those things that are important to you. See, your worldview is what you already think is important. So when you looking around and you see something that, you've already given value to that. See, when you value drinking, you notice the liquor stores. When you value drugs, you notice the dope man. When you value, whatever you value, you notice. Can I get a witness? All right. So be mindful of what you value. A lot of times you don't even know these things existed until you begin to value on that level. When you begin to value on the spiritual level, you realize that manifestation always begins in imagination. Come on, somebody. You got to see it before you see it in order to see it. That's how it works. See, you trying to see it and then see it into existence. No. You got to imagine it. God has wired up this universe to respond to the energy that you send out. You will get back. Whatever I am, you will get more of. Teach Dr. Moss. If I am stress, you'll get more. If I am prosperity, you'll get more. See, I am is you'll get more. Because whatever I am, you get more. Be mindful of what I am. Don't I am it, even if it's on you, don't own it. See, when I am it, you own it. It could be happening, but you ain't got to I am it. You ain't got to pay attention to it. You ain't got to be focusing on it. You can walk right past it and let it blow right past you. So your value system equals what you think is most meaningful. And valuable to you, and you tend to notice those things. When you got a low-level value system, you notice low-level stuff. When you got a top-shelf value system, you tend to notice the top-shelf stuff. You notice what you already know. So your value system, you leave out the house with that. And you tend to pick out what's valuable to you. And usually that has to do with what sustains us, right? What turns you on. Help me, somebody. And so your value system is what you think is most valuable to you. I used to teach my students about worldview. And I would say, well, what is a worldview? Your worldview is how you view the world. And in fact, that is true. But you already got some things in your head that you already think are valuable, and you tend to notice those things. Right? When you begin to travel first class and think first class, you start noticing first class stuff. You start attracting first class people. Help me, somebody. All right. So faith is a spiritual value system or worldview. And when you walk by that, you see, some folk don't value spiritual things because they can't see them yet. But when you value spiritual things, you have a spiritual value system. That means you know the value of spirituality. You know that what you imagine comes first. You know that everything starts as spirit and is then manifested. If you want to manifest stuff, you don't manifest it on the manifestation level. You have to go to where the thing is being projected. That's just like trying to, when the movie screen is up there, that's just like trying to throw something at the movie screen because somebody threw something at you. If you want to stop the movie screen, you got to go up there where the projector is. See, your life is a projection, and you don't change it at the manifestation level where you are looking at it. You got to change it where it's being projected. Well, where is it being projected from? It's being projected from you. The energy that you send out is being radiated back to you. So if you want to change your life, you got to change where it's being projected from. And it's being projected from you. As within, so without. See, once you realize that, you start realizing that the knob ain't out there. The knob is right here. So if you want to make an adjustment, you don't adjust other people so you can feel better. You adjust yourself and you will send feel better out. And then we'll attract folk on the feel better frequency. All right. So worldview is your value system. And when you got a spiritual value system, you know, when you got saved or got into church, you start valuing prayer. You start valuing fellowship. Right? You start valuing the things that feed your faith. Come on. And those become the things that you value. Before then, you walk right past it. Right? When you value liquor, you noticed every bar you drove past. Well, I wonder what kind of liquor they got up in there. Right? So whatever you value is what you pay attention to and what you notice. So be mindful of that. All right? Okay? And so our value system is what we presuppose is good, and we tend to notice that before anything else. And so now, walk by your third eye of faith. In other words, see it in your imagination. Don't think for it. Think from it. See yourself with it. It's already done. Where? In your imagination. See it as done already. All right? And then work back from there. Faith works back. All right? You got to work from the vision, not for the vision. You work from the vision. You work from the reality of I am. Glory to God. You see yourself with it. You smell it already. You can taste your miracle already. Huh? Come on. Because feeling gets the miracle. Because feeling determines the frequency. And the frequency determines what's going to be attracted. All right? All right. So, faith it in order to make it. Walk by the third eye. Close your eyes, Luke, and trust the force. What force? The force of your faith. All right. Man, I feel this in my spirit. This is good stuff, isn't it? I know it is. Come on, somebody. Yeah. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Yeah, yeah. Work from the vision. Yeah. See it in your imagination, and you will see it in your reality. If you can hold it in your head, you will hold it in your hand. But we're already doing that. When you hold fear in your head, fear gets manifested in your life. When you hold what you want in your head, that gets it just depends on where your attention is focused. All right. So where attention goes, energy flows. Where attention goes, energy flows. Remember that. So pay attention to what you're paying attention to. All right. And if you don't want it, stop giving it your power. You give it your power by giving it your attention. Tell Satan to do what? Stay in front of you so you can keep talking about what the devil did, what the devil you scared gonna do. No. Act like the devil ain't in the room. Teach Dr. Moss. Egg him. It's the worst thing you can do to the devil is act like you ain't noticing him. Because that's all the devil wants is your attention. Because where attention goes, energy flows. Just like a bad child. Bad child wants your attention. Can I get a witness? Worst thing you can do to a bad child, of course, they start hollering loud and acting out more. Or, one of the most challenging things for a parent to do is realize you can't respond every time your child cries. And so those initial learning and teaching moments when you have to say, oh, wow. And you may feel like a bad parent because you are allowing you have to allow that child to cry it out sometime. And crying it out ain't going to hurt them. All right. And you know what kind of cry mean I need to do something and what kind of cry mean they just whine. And you got to let that whine and cry whine out. Can I get a witness? And most parents realize that. Because you'd be wore out if you responded every time your child cried. It's just too much. And you're not going to wear yourself out like that. All right. And so, ignoring and allowing the process to work itself out. Trust the process and let the process take care of the product. All right. So as I leave you, and I do appreciate you so very much. And again, see it with your third eye of faith and imagination in order to see it with your two eyes of physical sight. Feel it before you feel it in order to feel it. Because if you can hold it in your head, you will hold it in your hand. So feel it before you feel it. Taste it before you eat it. Alright. Dance. Start popping before the music come on. And in fact, when you start dancing, the music will respond. If you start dancing, some music will come out of nowhere and get with that beat. Because if somebody see you, they'll go, hey! And it don't take two to get a beat going. Hey! Come on, somebody. And so God bless you from the inside out, because you are God having a human experience. Alright? And whatever God does for you, God has to go through you to get it back to you. It is only your faith that can make you whole. I can't see out of your eyes for you. You got to see out of your own eyes. I can't see out of your third eye. I can tell you what I'm seeing, but you got to see it. Come on, somebody, for yourself, because you gonna have to be it for yourself, because whatever you see, you're gonna be. So pay attention to what you're paying attention to, because where attention goes, energy flows. And if you don't want to keep it empowered, turn it off. As Teddy Pendergrass said, turn them off. Turn off what? Turn off your attention from giving it your power. So what are you giving attention to now that you need to cut off? Come on, somebody, in terms of just what you're looking at on TV, what you're paying attention to, because all that energy is going somewhere. Get a reciprocal payback for your energy. All right, make sure you're getting back value for the energy that you're putting out there. Don't waste your time, because we really don't have no time to waste. Particularly the older we get, we realize that time is probably the most valuable thing you possess. Help me, somebody. Because you can't really produce more. You can only use the time that you got. Bless you. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to end where I began. Faith requires a game plan. Faith without a working game plan is a dead faith that produces no result. Alright? So faith it to make it. Walk by your third eye. That's the eye that opens up when you close these two, or when they block you from the vision. See it anyway. That's why you think from it. You already got it. Just I am it out. You were born with it. Everything you are intended to do, God embedded within you. Everything that the apple seed is intended to do is in the seed. Just put it in some good ground. Teach Dr. Moss. Put yourself in some good ground, and the ground is the thinking environment. All right. See, your thinking environment determines how the seed is going to be germinated. So create a good thinking environment and plant good seeds. God bless you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you again for your love and for your support. Like and share. Let's breathe down. All is well. Everything is working out for our highest good. Out of whatever you're going through, only good ultimately will come. And you are safe. Say it with me. All is well, and I am safe. Amen. I love you. I appreciate you. All right. And be mindful of your value system.
And always remember, family, what we do for ourselves depends on what we think of ourselves. And what we think of ourselves depends on what we know about ourselves. And what we know about ourselves depends on what we told about ourselves. So let's reach black and get it.
Music, healing music, music for your soul. Music, I said a healing music to make you whole. Healing music. Healing music, healing music, healing music.
I love you.